What's going on, Dream? How you doing? How you feeling out there after all them parlays you were catching yesterday?
Yesterday, your boy showed his tail. Got on the ice last night. I couldn't include y'all in my ice. It was just the hockey been just too raggedy for me to give it out to the nation. I ain't trying to give out y'all nothing but stuff that I'm extremely positive in. But I played a couple of little spots last night on the ice that I thought were going to work for me, and sure enough, man, just a little light money made crazy money last night. So I threw that out on Twitter to show off a little bit. I was doing explosion. I think I might be, getting my legs back.
Good for you, man. Good for you. Happy to hear it, kid. And Sports Bettors TV, we are live right now. We are on Twitter. We are growing like a fungus and spreading like a virus. Hashtag SBTV Nation. Rocking and rolling, dude. I'm feeling good because my boy wasn't having it last night, kid. LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers laideth the smacketh down on the Clips. Yo, they embarrassed the Clippers, dude.
Man, I said to everybody yesterday, I talked about it on the show, put it out on Twitter. Since LeBron's been back, every major team that's run up in that house has left with their tail between their legs. You know what I'm saying? LeBron and them right now is like us on Spreaker. It's the heavyweight champion of the world.
They ain't having it, dude. They're not having it.
At all.
Wow, no, unbelievable. No. Hey, big shout out to everybody that cashed with my boy last night. That was a big laugher from the start. They were up like 10 points right out the gate.
And I know, and I had cats floored because I didn't even money line them. I took them straight.
Oh, you gave the 5?
I gave the 5, and I had cats on Twitter going crazy. Dream's giving a 5. What's going on with that? I just let y'all know. I got multiple styles, all right? I'm like that, I'm like that monk in the Shaolin in the 24th chamber. You know what I'm saying? From snake style to tiger to the horse to drunken monkey, whatever you want to bring. I'm unilateral when it comes to putting down these plays.
Well, good for you, man. I'm happy to hear it, and I hope the whole nation got on board with my boy, man, because, a lot of people asked me who we were feeling, what we were doing, and we said, hey, we're going to take a shot with my boy. Boom. Hits.
Hey, I want to give a big shout out to the first lady of the Fake Fam with the NHL. She gave me last night 2 of the pieces of the puzzle that I got involved with. She gave out the San Jose Sharks last night and the Detroit Red Wings.
Yep.
A lot of people were on that over there in their clan. One more thing I want to make known, you guys. Listen, just so you guys know, Crush the Bookie and the Fake Fam, that's like our brother or sister, companion over there on the other side.
All day.
At no time, because you don't know this, but last night on the halftime play, we were on the under, but Crush the Bookie was on the over. But we didn't know he was on the over. So we gave out the under, and then later after it was given out, somebody had pointed out that they were on, the over, and it was like a Dream versus Crushes the Bookie. And I want to just put to dead that right now. It's never even about that. I already told you guys, the Dream is not about going up against nobody. The only person I'm trying to beat is the book.
That's right, baby.
That's why. That's it. Everybody else, I just got love for. Let's get this money together and do our thing. And Crush the Bookie, I mean, that guy has reached out to us and done so much for us since the beginning, as far as just showing us, just a lot of love. Because, I mean, Crush the Bookie was kind of doing what we're doing before we were doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. He's been on 767 shows, player.
That's what I'm saying, right. And then he, reached out to us. Yo, a lot of cats didn't reach out to us and say, hey, let me do this, let me help you with this. Dudes has talked to me. I can't tell you how many nights I've sat and DM'd with him back and forth, and he's giving me pointers, topics to talk about, things to do to get it moving. So we have nothing but respect for them. Like I said, that's my brother crew over there. Yo, it's never going to be a versus. It's all in together. That's how we roll.
All day, man, all day. It was awesome, and I'm looking forward to getting him on the show in Las Vegas with us, dude. We are going to tear it up live in person, kid. Can't wait for that. But I just want to say big shout out to, let's see who I got out here. I got the Cheese. I got Rich Z. I got Scott Weaver. I got Yoda. What's going on, Playboy? Sergio Rodriguez. Soccer Nation. Clownman Swag. Ben, the top tennis capper. C. Rodriguez Jr. Vince Parker. Caterpillar Eyebrows. T-Mac. Sir Mata. Shady K. Rays. Papa Smurf. Randy Lockhart. The list goes on and on. Big shout out to Randy Lockhart yesterday for tearing it up out there on the ice as well.
No doubt.
And my man Jay Hova, I'm going to be putting his plays up on our Instagram because he hit it. And what happened last night, he put his play out there, right? Some cat came on, said, I don't know if I agree with that. And I just hit him up. I said, dude, listen, you know what? Everybody's got their own thing. Worry about beating the book. It ended up being a good conversation at the end. You know what I mean? But
that's good.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Everybody,
positive.
yeah, that's it, man. One big happy family here trying to beat the books, kid.
Man, it's room for everybody, man. Everybody's fit, everybody's style. The thing is, everybody, the main key to this is just there's a respect factor. Like I know my style doesn't fit everybody. It's not everybody's cup of tea. Said this 100 times. I got no problem with people that don't like my style. I'm cool with that. You don't fit in my shoes, okay? And that's good. But it's a respectful way to say, hey, Dream, you know what? I'm not really digging that, but I like this, or I don't really like that, and I like that. I mean, and I have respect for you as well. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it works. But when we get into that name calling and all that nonsense, then it becomes, childish, and I've just got no time for it. And I know how to don't. So, hey, we just gonna keep it moving, always positive, and let's get into talking about what's going on today.
Yeah, man. Well, why don't you recap the scores real quick for me, brother? Because I didn't even get a chance to look at it.
We had the Washington Wizards lose to the Hornets, 94-87,
Wow.
and if the Wizards had won, I definitely would have had to tell them to run me a check.
I can't believe they were up the whole game.
Up the whole game and lost it. And matter of fact, I didn't even need the Wizards to win the complete. All I needed them to do was not lose by 4.5 points, and they couldn't manage to do that. But anyway, the Clippers got bombed by the Cavaliers, 105-94. And by the way, the Cavs did lose a few points in that end game, but they had control over that game for the most part. My man Chris Paul, I guess after the game, got a little bit upset with some interviewer and had some stuff that he wanted to say because he was frustrated. The Dallas Mavericks, without Dirk Nowitzki, beat an awful Kings team, and I guess Cousins went crazy in the locker room on the rest of that squad, saying that they're not coming in, they're not bringing it in every night, so they've got their own internal issues there. And last but not least, the Trailblazers of Portland beat the Suns 108-87, and Portland looked, Portland, I said last year, I really liked Portland. I liked their makeup. I liked the type of basketball they were playing last year. I felt that they were underachieving this year. So we have to keep an eye on them as they come out of this All-Star break and see if maybe they can get this season turned around and going in the right direction. Over on the ice, we had the Blues over the Sabres. And guess what, gang? Hatter finally hit a hockey play.
I was very quiet about it. I didn't let anybody know. I kind of just did it a little bit undercover. You know what? Randy Lockhart and I went back and forth about it, and I did cash. It was a heavy juice play, but I took some St. Louis Blues, and I got some money back. So big shout out to me.
Very nice. My Strong Island, stand up, people. Strong Island came through last night. They won 3-2 in a shootout against the Flyers. I was involved in this game. It was one of my pieces of my puzzle as well. I felt like the Island was going to get it done, and they did, but it was a struggle, man. Hopefully, this gets them back to where they were, because I'm worried about the Island. I'm worried about them reverting back to the old Island.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And just getting dusted at the end of this. So I'm hoping they can keep it up. I know they got my man Tavares, and he's doing his thing. So, hey, big ups to them. That was a much-needed win yesterday, and I'm glad to see they got it. The Capitals beat the Senators 2-1. We had the Panthers over the Kings 3-2. The Ducks beat the Predators 5-2. And the Tampa Bay Lightning beat the Dallas Stars 5-3. By the way, if you listened to the show yesterday, your boy The Dream loaded the over in this game, which happened to be the biggest total over of the evening. Okay? As part of my cricket package is what I call
cricket
it.
package. I love it. You had no haters last night?
You get my cricket package.
No haters, kid? No haters? Nothing?
No, we ain't getting no. The haters, they had enough. The haters they just fans now. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. Hey, my boy Yato says the SBTV Nation is like an STD you can't cure, player.
No doubt.
Big shout out to Super Mario for hitting his parlay last night. Hashtag SBTV Nation. Put that on there. Guys, we're going to load up our Instagram wall with all these plays, man, with all you guys, cashing these money line parlays and all that. Hey, big shout out to Rainmaker512 for putting all the fat sap photos out there.
My boy, fat sap, doing it real ugly.
Oh, my God.
The Avalanche 3-0. The Hurricanes beat the Coyotes 2-1. I love the Coyotes. Anytime the Coyotes lose, I'm happy. The Sharks beat the Canucks 5-1 as the Coyotes have cost me a fortune this season.
Me too,
I have to celebrate. Yeah, you too, right?
Unbelievable.
Over on the college basketball tip, Mercer did come through, 76-53.
Mercer Madness. I told you Mercer Madness was going to get it done.
Did you take the Mercer
I
Madness?
did not. It was 6:30. I was still in the gym, kid. I couldn't get in.
I bet you Mercer won't be dancing at the tournament this year against Duke.
Unless they play the Dukies. Go see my man in the middle of the ring, circling around, breakdancing in the middle of the circle.
Bro,
there.
Duke is dying to see Mercer. Trust me. Trust me. Duke is like that. Is like that kung fu fighter that went back to the temple and learned like 80 new more forms and stuff, and dying to meet Mercer out in the court again so they could smoke him. Hey, we had LaSalle over Richmond 64-62. I guess Richmond only wants to beat VCU, and then after that they're good. Auburn beat LSU 81-77. Iowa 72 over Michigan. I know some of you were involved in that. I'm going to skip through some of the booty stuff. Get down to Cincinnati beat SMU 62-54. UCLA over Stanford 69-67. What else did we have? Cal beat USC 70-69. Gonzaga beat Santa Clara 77-63. And you had Pepperdine over BYU 80-74.
Wow, that's surprising because BYU is pretty damn good this year scoring-wise.
You know what? I did notice BYU struggle with that San Francisco team as I took BYU about a week ago, giving 10 points, and they barely got out of San Francisco with a win. So I actually wasn't that surprised that they struggled with the Pep.
Wow, big shout out to Papa Smurf for taking Pepperdine. His college hoop is a little bit on fire, kid. He's got like a blue flame going on here. Big shout out to him for making that happen, kid. Damn, nice, bro. Nice. So what else you got? Is that it for the scores, player?
That's it, dog. That's it for the scores. That's it. Your college basketball, that's your NHL, and that's your NBA, and that's a wrap.
All right, dude. All right. So let's get popping here. All right. So we're going to jump right into it. I got my boy, the Prophet Playbook's going to be calling in, and you got Taddeo calling in today too, right?
I got Taddeo calling in. Yeah, I can't wait to talk to him. He's a West Coast cat. I hit him up yesterday, because he's always giving out free
dude,
stuff.
Always. Every day. Yo, have him call at 9:40.
Yep,
hit him up, okay? Because I got Prophet Playbook calling in first, and looking forward to hearing what these guys got to say. Yeah, you know what, man? It's funny because people send. We get hundreds of plays, guys. I mean, dude, it's absolute madness what we get. I mean, it's nuts. So anyway, this dude every single day hit us up. Us, me, you, Raphael. I think he hit up, and a few other people. You know what I mean? And we started looking at it, and now he's on the show, man. So big ups to him, and looking forward to hearing what these guys got to say. So, what do you want to start with? NBAs?
Hey, we can get right into the NBAs if you like. First, I want to send a couple shout-outs to my people. I want to talk to the Clown Man Swag and say good morning to you. My man, Rich Z, what's happening, brother? How are you today? Me and Rich Z go back and forth quite a bit. Myself, Smokey Rodriguez is out there. My man, new to the party is Damian Dazenberg. Damian Dazenberg. Welcome to the party. He says he's got 35 years of captain knowledge going down. He's interested in helping us out in any way he can, and we are working on getting him on the show in the very near future.
Sweet.
We want to send a big ups to him as far as the shout-out's concerned, and that is Damian Dazenberg again. Nicholas J, what's happening, brother? OJFB, one love. Randy Lockhart's out there. Dank, I see you. Rick Lopez, Marlon, Deeks Picks, Champ MMA Rainmaker, and LVCC AM Action, Joey Buckets, and my man Wicked Odds.
All right, cool deal, man. All right, so we got some NBA, and I'm feeling a little pretty good about the NBA after last night. All right, yeah, you know what? I catch one win and I start feeling good.
Oh, no doubt. That's all it takes to get it back in.
I got pounded the last 10 days, but last night you know what it is? It's like you gotta. In life, you have to just tackle adversity with positivity. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go to bed at night with having 4 losses in a row, and you're like, oh. You wake up in the morning, you're like, oh. But then you know what? You got to remember that you're gonna have a good night, the next night or something like that, and bounce back. So and not.
I want
chase.
you to come out with your own fortune cookies.
You know what? I am.
Called the Hatter's fortune cookies. When you crack them open, it'll be in life. You have to deal with adversity. That's my boy, the Mad Hatter.
They're going to be called Hatter Rules. Hashtag Hatter Rules cookies.
Positive fortune cookies.
Yes. No doubt. All right,
hey,
so we
gang,
got.
Rick, real quick too. Hey, Valentine's Day is on the horizon. As me and Hatter were just discussing Valentine's Day and what he was dropping for it. So I'm just wanting to remind you guys.
You really got to remind me that
on your honey.
You really got to remind me of that, player. Like, good looking. I was just feeling good. I need another fortune cookie now, man. Damn. Killing me with this. It's bad enough I got to hear about it in the crib 24 hours a day. Now you got to talk about it.
Hey, it is what it is, man. Guys, don't forget your brides for Valentine's or your girls or whoever. Just pick up a little tight box of candy, whatever you got to do. That's a nice time to get them some lingerie and be like, oh, you bought her like the slut outfit of the year.
Well, remember, we got leggings out there you can buy. We got waist training out there. We got, lingerie. We got the whole package.
Go deep. Get the corset with the thigh highs and all that. I listen. I'm into that whole look right there. The thigh highs with the high heel shoes. I have all that. You know what I mean? Go get in bed. Have her go to the bathroom, light a candle up, whatever, and have her come out and just dance around a little bit first. Make it fun. Be like, yo, the dream told me to do this. She'll be like, I know. Nah, I'm just joking.
Oh, that's funny, man. That is real funny. Yo, we got so many people retweeting our show. Happy Friday, people. That's all I got to say about that. OJFB, Frank Vicolato, Mario Martinez, Pounded Sports 2, Armand De Niro, P for Press, Spot Bet. Spot Bet had some really nice words to say to me the other day, man, and I appreciate that, brother. I was listening with my ears wide open on that, player. Total Sports Edge ripping up the hockey. Alan Van Snyder, Ben Diaz, Jay Cass, Snoopy Betts, Dr. J, Jim Rohn is something. I'm not going to read all that. Rainmaker 512, Rays is out there. What's going on? All right, so this dude should be calling any minute now. So while we're waiting on him, we are going to go through some NBA. So we got the New York Knicks at the Brooklyn Nets tonight. The Hall of Shame game is running wild. We got the Brooklyn Nets -7, 193.5 to 194.5 is the best you can get on totals right now. Looking at sportsbetterstv.com. Dream.
Where's Brooklyn at?
Ugly game.
Ugly game. No reason to get involved with it, guys. Brooklyn has been a little hot as of late. They did win the other night, but I'm not feeling them. I see your callers in, so let's bring them on in.
Yes, sir. Do I got the Profit Playbook tearing it up out there on the line today?
Yo, what is up, bro?
What's up, my brother? How you doing?
Not too bad. How you guys doing this fine morning?
We're fantastic, man. Happy Friday to you, bro.
PP, what's happening, baby? What's happening?
Yo, what is up?
Man,
not too much. The Dream skipped out another one of my shows.
What's that?
I said the Dream skipped out another one of my shows.
What you mean? What do you mean?
Oh, no.
I thought that was Dan.
No.
No,
Dream's
I mean,
here. He's here, player.
My bad. Whoa.
He thought you were the evil genius of Major League Baseball,
Wake
player.
up this morning, Daddy. I don't sound like the doctor.
The Dream is like 100 miles an hour, and Dan's like 30 miles an hour. So that's a big difference right there.
Hey, as soon as he said it, I sounded like Dr. Dan. I real quick switched over to my book to check my account to make sure I had won all my plays last night.
Yeah, how are you feeling after that straight play you had rolling?
Oh, you know I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling like, listen, I'm on top of the world. I don't know if you noticed, I put the hockey parlay that I played yesterday in there. $40 paid like $200 and some change.
I did see that. You even had the Sharks plus money.
That's part of the cricket package.
The cricket package. Oh, Profit Playbook. Listen, man, we got a lot more new listeners since the last time you've been on the show, dude. And, you and I have gone back and forth. We've actually talked on the phone personally. Just let everybody know where you're from, what you do real quick before we get into your knowledge.
Oh, what's up? Yeah, I'm actually originated out of Pennsylvania, back and forth between them and there in North Carolina. Been doing this on Twitter since about last February, so pretty new to Twitter, unlike the rest of the other guys on here. So that's just a one-man show. I actually just got hooked up with Wonder Punter. I know your boys are Mario. He tweets your show.
Oh, that's Mario is like my brother from another mother, man. That's my dude.
But yeah, definitely just got hooked up with their site. I'm just writing a little bit for them, little articles here and there. So you guys, they tweet articles out on nonstop with predictions, just a little here and there. But yeah, I'm up with him all the time now. But yeah, just myself and Mario chatting back and forth. AM Action, Jeffrey Carroll, depending on how you guys know him. Little trio right there, just talking back and forth. Close-knit group. Awesome.
Yeah, man. That's the whole, that's part of our family, man. So, welcome aboard to that as well. Not that you weren't already, but, I appreciate it, dude. So what's up, man? What you got going on tonight? You looking at any of these games? You got anything that's kind of tickling your fancy out there, making you excited?
I mean, I'm just excited to watch those Golden State Warriors win a Hawks game. I don't know about you fellas.
Yeah. Let me take a look at that line right now.
You know what, man? I like Golden State, and I feel y'all with all the Golden State hype. But my issue with Golden State is I just feel like they gonna play you in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? They got that feel to them. They remind me of the Clippers in years past, maybe even a little bit of Portland that, they're coming in, but once a team like Portland, the Suns, even OK City, once they get them in that 7-game series, that grind, you know what I'm saying? It's like, because them kids, they like taking, Steph Curry, don't get me wrong, amazing, exciting talent, okay? But just like some of the guys that have come before him, you have to learn when to pull back some of that stuff and take more conservative type, shots in different type of situations. And I feel that the Golden State Warriors don't really understand that concept yet. So you're going to have these guys in like a 7-game series against like a team like nasty Dallas or somebody, towards the end of the game in the fourth quarter situations, taking like some threes, like from like half court, like he wants to take them. Man, you can't do that stuff you will get beat with that.
Who do you have coming out of the West? Who's your favorite then?
To be honest with you, I'm split between the Clippers and I hate saying this, but I think the Spurs going to still find a way to be there.
Spurs are always in the conversation.
Yeah, tough. Well, going back to Golden State, I mean, you guys saw what like a what a paint team can do to them with the Bulls. What a good defensive, a defensive team. You know what I mean? The Bulls came into their building and beat them. You know what I mean? And the Bulls stink. So, you know what? That's kind of the blueprint of how some team I think is going to beat them.
Everybody's good for giving up a loss here and there, but I'm just saying because I know I hear all the excitement and the buzz about them, and I know they're an exciting team to watch. I get that. But we all know excitement doesn't win championships in the NBA. Because
just think about what you said. The key word, like you said, was grinding. Like I'm just sitting here just thinking, like 7-game series, playing a matchup's gonna grind. Like that's definitely like a great word to put it.
Yeah,
if they can grind that out.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
And that's my thing. You know, a dusty team like the Spurs, you know, they come in and they let you go fire the whole first half, and then you look up in the fourth quarter, like the 6-minute mark, and they're up 2 points, and you're like, damn, we was just killing it.
I know.
Nasty dunking stick down there, 100 years old, doing a sky hook.
Oh man! So Profit Playbook. So you're looking at that game. Are you thinking a side on this? I mean, they're playing in Atlanta.
A side on this. I love Golden State, but I've been backing the Hawks a lot lately. So I actually probably won't touch this game, but I would lead the Hawks. I just want to sit back and watch the game with a couple beers, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, it is Friday, man, so it's definitely time to do that. And looking at it, Golden State's anywhere from -2 to -2.5. The under-over is anywhere from 214.5 to 215.5. They're playing in Atlanta, and being in Atlanta right now as an underdog, I haven't seen that much in the last, 3 weeks? I don't remember seeing Atlanta at home being an underdog, period, in the last 3 weeks. So this should be really, really interesting. So, I am waiting for that game for Golden State to shoot from, beyond the arc, be cold. If they're not sinking those threes, dude, they're in big trouble.
Yeah, that's a surprising total line for myself, first glance. I didn't check it this morning, but you said, 214?
214 to 215.5, brother.
Like, I would not have guessed that, even though, Golden State can score, but I just think this being in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem. I would definitely say you got an East team in the mix, and because typically that's a West Coast number. That's like a Clippers Golden State game. So you're dealing with a West Coast number. So now you're implementing the East team on the half of that with a little bit of a different defensive set. And I think I'm picking up what you're trying to say is you're trying to say that you're kind of like in the under there, huh?
Oh, certainly.
Yeah, I'm with
I think I'm with them there.
The number's there for a reason.
I think I'm with you, dude. I think I'm with you there.
I'm with you. I think I'm on board with that package myself.
All right, yeah, we'll take a look at that and see where it lands.
Go
ahead.
I'm just trying to relate to the fishy number type thing. I know I've been doing a lot of it with college hoops, but NBA, NBA, I know a lot of people out there like Corona and everyone have been looking at a lot of fishy lines, but I don't know how, I'm not too sure how it's working out NBA-wise. But I know college hoops is working out a lot with just looking at lines a lot. But, I mean, total lines, that's one of those ones that are just really fishing me as to why that's so high. I would expect it a 202 or a 203.
Let me take a look at. Let's look at the statistics real quick on this game because I think we've caught everybody's attention what we're talking about here. You've got, Golden State's scoring 111 points a game, guys, and Atlanta's scoring 103.4. Atlanta's defense is pretty good though, letting up 96.5 points a game. So, if you average this out, and Golden State's letting up about just under 100. So if you average this out, it definitely does come under. It comes to maybe a 208, 209 if you put this in a calculator. I think Atlanta can hold them down to maybe low hundreds or something like that. We'll see what happens.
It's certainly going to be pushing.
Yeah. The reason, one of the reasons why this line is where it is because the total's gone over in 6 of the last 8 games for Golden State. So we'll see where that lands. And let me just see what the total's gone over in 5 of the last 6 Atlanta games. So that explains why we got those crazy numbers, boys.
What about Atlanta home games?
Atlanta home games. Let's see. Let me look at here.
You always look at Atlanta home games. On the road.
Atlanta, the total has gone over in 4 of 5 home games, the last 5 games at home for Atlanta. So, you know what? Totals are going over.
There for a reason.
Yeah, I guess the line's there for a reason, man. They ain't trying to get caught out, popping a 203 number out there. You know what I'm saying?
I'm still loving the under.
I think I'm loving the under too, Dream. I think I'm with you on this.
Because I don't care about stats.
Well, you got to care about stats a little bit, play. I
don't care. I don't care. Listen, dude, I care about
2 weeks ago, it didn't matter. 2 weeks
Say that
ago,
again?
2 weeks ago in college hoop, it didn't matter. You could throw all the stats out the window because everybody that was superior in all the statistics lost on the court. So,
but that's my thing. The statistics are still based on these teams not playing each other, but playing other teams. Then you got all kinds of other factors in there. So I like looking at that stuff because it's nice to have some extra incentive to back up where you're going. But once I see something and I kind of made up my mind, I'm kind of made up my mind. So, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? You get all kinds of scenarios could come into play. You know, the basketballs might not be inflated to the proper, weight.
All right, so we're looking at this under. I think the three of us are talking about it. Prophet Playbook, you and I will go back and forth a little bit before the game, and let's do a little bit more homework on this and figure out if we can make some money on it, dude.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. I can definitely, when I look into NBA more, it's still early. I start processing around lunchtime, but I can definitely shoot you guys out, and you guys can retweet that out when I feel NBA all night.
Awesome.
If you could tell me what type of party the Golden State Warriors attended last night, that I would be interested in.
How many females did they have around them?
Yeah, that I would be interested in as far as for a capping tool. If we knew the party they attended, how many girls was dope and who wasn't good and who got mad because Steph Curry, they all wanted him and didn't want them, then I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, we could do this tonight with this. But
all right, dude. What else are you looking at tonight in the NBA? So NBA is your big thing right now. What are you looking at? College hoop, NBA. What's your forte right now?
I'm in like really just tuning in on NBA. I'm not NBA. College hoops right now. But no, we got the toilet bowl tonight. I see the Lakers and Magic play. 13 and 15 win teams.
I don't know what's worse, that one or New York and Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. So what are you thinking about the toilet bowl, kid?
The toilet bowl. Hey, I'm a diehard Laker fan, but I've been betting against them anytime I can. I don't know. I honestly backed Lakers tonight, but Magic are just as garbage. But just after that, what they just pulled against the Spurs the other night, up like 25-9, then just get blown out. But I don't know. I like the Lakers tonight. My boy Swaggy P.
All right. So he's feeling Lake Show, Dream. Dream, you've watched. I haven't really watched Lake Show this year. I'll be honest with you. Have you?
You don't want to.
You know, if you've seen any type of bad hoop, you watch Lake Show.
It is just so sad to see it go down.
Any type of bad hoop you seen, just pretend that they had Laker uniforms on, and that was watching Lakers.
So, but what is Kobe doing? I mean, is
Cole's out? Cole's done.
Out.
He's a rap, dog.
Okay, he's a rap. All right. As usual.
They said what? 8 months?
Stop. Wait. Don't do it as you. Kobe only been. Listen. Kobe been an iron horse for the majority of his career.
I agree.
Okay, the last 2 years been shaky because Kobe really needs to hang it up, and I feel bad for Kobe because Kobe Bryant to me is a guy, he's probably really scared about his future. Now, mind you, I know he's got millions. We all know that. I mean, but Vanessa took some of that too. But, I know about his situation. But here's the deal. My man's been playing basketball since he was 4 years old. He was mentored to be an NBA player, taken out, to Europe to play, and now back to the NBA. This guy has been around basketball his whole life. I don't really think that Kobe has a solid game plan for life after basketball. For him to hang around as long as just think about some of them last year's team that he was playing with, or the year before, the year they had Steve Blake and Barnes, that team was horrible. But Cole was out there running with them. You know what I mean? Because that's his competitive nature and just wanting to play. And you guys know, Cole really, because that team can't go nowhere, he should really try to be traded where he could get somewhere that maybe he could make a last push at getting a title, or just call it quits because it's just not. It ain't going to happen for him. And, they say his attitude is volatile. Cats don't want to come to the Lakers and play. So my man's in a bad spot.
I think it has a lot to do with recruiting also. I know at least for the past 2 years, it obviously hasn't worked out, but if you take Kobe away from the Lakers, who's going to go there? Unless you have a mellow attitude where you need to be the one-man show. I think that might have some sort of factor in it too. Just my opinion.
I think if you take Kobe from the Lakers, a lot of people will go there. I think Kobe at the Lakers is keeping people from going there, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you have a point.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. All right, so
you don't want to be at no party with Kobe, based on his history.
I guess I'm just biased. I like him too much. I don't see the other side of it.
You know what I mean? Based on his history, he'll be on the phone with your girl the next day talking about, oh, your man was wilding at the party.
Yeah, right. Oh, man. So, all right, so we're looking at that one tonight. Let me take a look real quick at what we got. Sorry about
Your
this,
Yale
guys.
boys play tonight, don't they?
My Yale team does play tonight, and I got to look at it. I got to do a lot of homework on my Yale team. I like the way they're playing these days. I mean, they're not bad. They're really not
What's
bad.
the line tonight? 7.5?
Something like that. Let me just take a look and pull that up real quick so we can discuss it. Yeah, Fridays are Ivy League night, which I love. Yeah. You got the line anywhere from 7.5 to 8. I do have an open parlay going, so I may add them in it. I don't know yet. Don't quote me on that, guys. Please let Daddy do his homework here, and I'll get in touch with you before 7 o'clock tonight. But taking a look at this, Yale is superior in, like, everything. Dream, I know you're not feeling stats, but, Yale is layeth the smacketh down on Dartmouth, that's for sure. Dartmouth is 8-10 coming into Yale tonight. Maybe I'll go to the game tonight. The line is, let's see, like you said, 7.5 to 8. Yale scoring about 69 points a game. They're superior in points for. They're superior in rebounding on both sides of the court, defensive and offensive. Field goal percentage, free throw percentage, 3-pointers. They're just under Dartmouth in steals. Dartmouth is 7-17 straight up in the last 24 games on the road, and Yale is 5-0 straight up in the last 5 games. Damn, I wish I got them all 5 games. Pisses me off. Well, whatever. You know what? I think Yale continues to do it, but I'm going to do a little bit more homework. I'll put that out later, guys. But are you looking at that too, Prophet Playbook?
I just saw it earlier looking at the games before they were on. I saw your Yale boys were on.
Yeah.
I haven't really touched much Ivy League games. That's why Fridays are usually my day off, so it's kind of an off day for me to understand that much. Bring to the table, but
very smart man. Very smart man. So you don't. So do you get involved in a lot of these smaller schools, or do you focus on the big boys?
Honestly, typically not. It's normally just the big slate of days. I'll jump in. Like I said, Fridays are usually my day off. Even some Wednesdays, but this Wednesday was actually kind of a bigger slate, I think.
Right.
Than usual.
Right.
Yeah, speaking of Wednesday, wasn't it? Didn't you have Texas also in a moneyline parlay? Screwed us both.
Dude, what is up with that Texas team? Losers of 4 straight. They just fell apart.
Did you see that they could have won at the free throw line with 2 seconds left, tie ball game, and they missed them both?
Yep. It's sad. It's sad what they're doing out there. I still, you know what? I think that's the last time I'll ever bet Texas this year. Dream, I'm sure you agree with me on that.
Don't get me going with Texas. The only thing I will give Texas is the only team with a big man that wants to stay in the paint. That I will give them. All the other big men in college basketball want to play up at the 3-point line, which drives me insane.
Oh, tell me about it.
No, one thing I do want to find out, if any listener out there is a team that recently got ranked, I think between, we'll say like 22 to 25, what their next against the spread is the next 2 games. I think it is atrocious. Just thinking off the top of my head, newly ranked teams from like 22 to 25, I think their next game is awful.
Really? So they just come in and then they have their big letdown game and get blown right out.
I'm pretty sure it might be. I'm not sure if it's a winning percentile, but I definitely want that number. So that's something I'm definitely looking into.
All right, yeah, definitely. Yo, hit us up with that and let us know, and maybe we'll look at some trends and kind of see what's going on this year with some of the teams.
SMU just was 23. They just got blown out by Cincy last night.
SMU ski, man. I thought it'd be a better game than that. I really did, but so
the
real
first half was good.
Yeah, no doubt. Real quick, dude. You got I want to get your opinion since you're watching a lot of college hoop. Is anybody going to beat Kentucky?
I can see him losing the regular season. I don't see him losing that tournament, though.
All right. Just so you guys know, I found it. Dream, you could bet it's minus 130 for the field to win the national title. So anybody else other than Kentucky. So you're going to have 63 other teams in this bet. So
There's
just
a prop
keep
out there too. Kentucky not to lose the rest of the season.
Right.
Regular and post for plus 250, which kind of insane, but.
Yeah, exactly. So, guys, this is my man, the Profit Playbook. Dude, you got anything you want to shout out? Anywhere to find you? Let everybody know, Playboy.
Yeah, I'll tweet out my handle, just Profit_Playbook. Shout out to my boy Mario, Jeffrey Carroll, Carmen Ventralo, and that's about it. We'll go for a day. I'll go to the second caller in.
All right, cool deal, brother.
All
Thank
right,
you so
Playboy.
much
Thank
for
you
calling,
so much.
and we'll get you back on real soon, dude. I'll be back in touch with you.
No
right,
doubt.
peace,
Thank
boys.
you.
All right, take care, brother. What a great dude, man. I love that guy. Awesome. All right, let me get my next caller in here. See if I can get I got Mr. Taddeo on the line. Hello. I do not. Dream. No,
Hello.
Yo, what's going on, dude?
Yeah. What's going on, guys?
Taddeo, what's going on, Playboy? How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm doing great, man. It's early out here on the West Coast, but I'm doing good.
I know it's early. We are so grateful for all our West Coast guys that even get up and listen, and even more who get up and give us the call. It's so nice. We really appreciate that. And you, my man, have been looking out for the nation for quite a while. We see you almost every day with a fade or take a team. And I was so glad we finally got you on, man.
Yeah, appreciate the line.
Definitely, dude. You you try calling in during the live call-ins during the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
my bad, dude.
I couldn't stay on the line.
Dude, we got bombarded with calls, man. I was doing the best I can to get everybody in, but it was just one after another.
He ain't like a big radio station. So Hatter was taking all the calls on his Go phone, and then he ran out of money.
The black cat.
Oh man, so you're out there in the West Coast doing your thing. It looks like you were involved deeply in NBA, college hoop. I know that you said you don't mess with pucks too much. I saw that. So rap to us, brother. Tell us what's going on.
Not much, man. I've just been doing this for quite a while, man. I just look for value, look for suspicious lines, and just when I spot something, I just get into it, do the research, see what's going on, and then I'll put a play on it. And like I always said, the right side doesn't always win, because you just look at the Super Bowl. In my opinion, Seattle was the right side. Unfortunately, it didn't happen that way, because I had Seattle in the over.
You know what? I really wanted to take that over. I really did, man. And you know what? Just something, I don't know, because I ended up taking Seattle. If I took the Pats, I would have definitely taken the over. But, realistically, I was like, if it's going to go, if I'm going to take Seattle, I might as well, not touch the total. But big ups to you on that. And, dude, you should have won that game, period. Everybody knows that.
I said this from day one, I know I heard you say it, and I've heard a couple other people say it, but I got to be honest with you. I think the Pats were the right side. I said it before the game. I mean, if you look at the season, you look at the playoffs, and you look at how the Pats came in, they were the most complete, most impressive team all the way down the line. Now, yeah, I know Seattle blew it with the bad call, but hey, Seattle had the Pats down by 10 points.
I
10
agree.
points.
I agree.
And the Pats shut them down and scored 14, proving that they're dope. I can't take nothing from the Pats, man, and I hate them, but I gotta give them their props.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely, dude. Definitely. So what are you looking at tonight, man? You got anything initially that you're now that the lines are out? NBA, NCAA, what do you got?
I got a play right now, and I'll put it over your phone. Okay. Sometimes I'm a little weary on streaks, okay? Because when a team's on a hot streak, they're going to lose sometime. Tonight's not the night. Cleveland has not covered in Indiana since LeBron James was there the first time around. Tonight, or not covered, but they haven't won straight up. Tonight, they win straight up. Now,
you got there, brother? at Indiana. I mean, Indiana is just not good this year. So, we got to take a look at that real quick. Let me take a look at what Indiana has been doing. Let's see. Cleveland at Indiana. Cleveland is like whooping them in every statistical category that there is here, man. Cleveland's 31-20. Indiana is 18-32. Let's see. Cleveland's 5-0 straight up in the last 5 games. I think, dude, how many games have they won in a row so far?
Cleveland, I believe last night was their 12th.
12th in a row. Wow. Unbelievable. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 12 in a row. So you think the winning continues, huh? I
think it continues tonight, but I don't think their streak's going to last much longer because streaks are made to be broken.
Yep. Okay. All right. I'm taking a look at this. The money line is minus 255, so it's not horrible, Dream.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? If you put that with something, maybe like you put that with Yale or something like that. That that might be something that Daddy might get involved in. You got the under/over anywhere from 195 to 196.5, brother. All right, so you're feeling Cleve. All right.
I like Cleveland, and I lean the over as well.
Okay.
I lean the over because a lot of times they played, it's like to stay under the total, but the odds makers set that total a little high, and that kind of flagged me and said, you know what? Why do you guys set that line so high? I have a feeling this one's going to go over as well.
All right. So we're taking a look at the over and Cleveland tonight. All right. Do you do any basketball teasers or anything, or are you just all straight plays?
No, I do straight bets. No teasers, no round robins, nothing like that. Just or rarely a parlay. I usually just do straight.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I see your stuff out there, man. So cool deal.
It only takes one. You take one. It only takes one play to win.
All right.
Cool. I know guys that played 6-7 games a night, and it's like, man, that's a lot.
Yeah.
We know those guys.
Dude, we know those guys. We get DMs from hundreds of them that send us 6, 7, 8 plays.
Matter of fact, there's several of them listening to you right now. Several of them listening to you right now, capping a boatload full of games.
Definitely, man. Definitely. What else you looking at, brother? You looking at any other games, or is that the only one that you're excited about tonight?
That's the only one that I'm looking at right now. It's still way early for me personally. I'd rather look at maybe 2 hours before game time, maybe 2 to 3 hours before game time before I really dig into it.
Yeah, and that's their best bet too, because anybody last night that liked the Mavs, even though it wasn't a big deal, because the Mavs still killed it. Nowitzki they announced Nowitzki wasn't playing like around 7 o'clock, and most people may have had their Mavs bet in, or I know some people had their Mavs play in already, because I know I had put it in before I knew Nowitzki was out myself.
Yeah, see, I liked Sacramento last night, but as soon as I found out that Dirk Nowitzki was not playing, that's what flagged my attention. I said, I have a feeling this one's not going to win now. Sometimes when a key player's gone, they'll still win.
Right, because the other guys usually hate the key player, so they really want to go ill when he's out.
Be like, yo, show you what I got right now.
You know what I mean? It's like, we don't got to give the ball to Dirk tonight. Let's go.
Yep.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Cool deal, man. Cool. So you're looking at that, and I know you'll go back and forth with me, dude. I gotta give you a lot of credit, man. You always, every day, tag us on the play, bro.
Solid.
You know what?
And that's viable.
Yep.
I gotta give you guys props.
Yeah, I was in there yesterday looking at you, and I saw you the day before as well. And I see you every day, but yesterday it really hit me. Yesterday, I'm like, this dude always is giving out dope stuff. Have we had him on the show? So I'm like, when I hit you to DM you, I also was talking to Hatter to find out, who we had scheduled because I didn't think we had anybody. I'm like, hey, listen, let's see if we could get Tadeo on the show tomorrow, because I mean, dude is always putting out positive stuff, always giving us stuff. You know, I'll never see you trying to hustle nobody credit card or run a package, but you're just running free stuff. So I'm like, yo, let's get him on the show and let's talk to him. I mean, I haven't tracked as far as the wins and losses are concerned. I really haven't tracked that. But I know most of the stuff I've seen you put out has hit.
I will say this: I'm killing it in college basketball.
Okay.
Oh, well, I need some help there after my night I had the other night, man. Anything on the Junkies to Light games tonight, or are you going to wait till tomorrow? Tomorrow?
I will have stuff. I will have stuff tomorrow.
All right, cool. So what we're going to do, dude, listen. While we're on the show tomorrow, I'm live. Okay, I'm going to be with Dr. Dan. Hit me up with some stuff that you're feeling, and then I'll read it on the air. How about that?
Okay, yeah, no problem.
All right. Guys, this is our boy Tadeo calling all the way from the West Coast. You are the man, and a really aggressive hard worker out there, dude. We appreciate it. All the plays that you send us for free every day.
Now, Tadeo,
I appreciate the line.
Yeah.
Are you a handicapper, a gambler, both? What are you doing, brother?
I just like to cap the games.
Okay. Are you charging? Are you pro? Tell me where you at.
No, all my stuff I put up is for free.
Okay, cool.
And you're playing all this stuff too?
Nope, I don't.
Oh,
I used to. I don't anymore.
Wow, that sounds like John Anthony from the movie there. Doesn't bet any of the games. Wow, interesting, dude. Well, you know what? We've always said that, we what we do is what we give out, we play. You know what I'm saying? But so what drives you in this, brother? What makes you decide to put out your plays if you're not playing them? If you don't mind, I ask.
I got a feel for it. I used to do it many years ago. Many years ago. I used to put my heart in money in it. And then I stopped. I got a family, took a lot of time up. And, because then you're glued. You're like constantly glued to the game. Watching it. I spot, and I still spot everything. I know what's happening out there. And I said, you know what? And I know what the guys that give out their phone numbers and credit cards say, hey, call me this. I got this play, services and all that. I know how they work. And I said, you know what? I know how the business works. I'll tell you what, I'm going to put my stuff up for free.
All right. So we'll see what you got, man. So send me what you got tomorrow, man, because I want to take a look at it, and I'm going to monitor it. So I'll look at it, and we'll discuss it with the audience, and we'll do some homework on it and see if you're on the same page as we are, Playboy.
Hey, man, and you know what? Big ups to you if that's your way of giving back to the every everyday gambler, and that's your way to helping out. That says a lot, because you are. I see you every day in there, or quite a bit anyway, and you're, like I said, I know most of the stuff you put out is solid, so I'm not, I have no knock on that at all. And if you're not playing, and that's a great testament to you as far as you wanting to help other people, and that's kind of what we're about as well. So, hey, big ups to you, man, for that.
Definitely.
Hey, appreciate it, guys.
All right. You got anybody you want to shout out, or anything you want to talk about before we close out, Playboy?
You guys, and I guess he's an old buddy of mine that I used to do some business with. He's retired now. His name was Wizard of Odds. He's retired. He's from upstate New York. He just kind of helped me along the way, and him and I were in business together for quite a while. And that's a big shout out I want to give to him. And of course, my family. I love my family, and they've been great. My wife, Tricia, has been awesome. And, those are my shout-outs, and to you guys for putting me on the air.
Oh,
cool,
thank
brother.
you, man. Thank you. And feel free to call us anytime, brother.
All right, I got your number.
All right. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you very much today. We'll see you out there, baby.
Okay, man.
Have a good one.
Yep.
All right, Dream. So, hey, just a real guy there, man. Good stuff. Good
No
stuff.
doubt.
Just give it out to, just hey, saying, hey, you know what? Here's my plays. I'm not charging you anything. I'm not going to, here's what I'm feeling. Take it, play it, fade it, whatever. I'm not playing it. I appreciate him being honest about it. And
that's a big ups because he didn't have to be honest about that at all. He could have been like, oh yeah, I'm playing. I'm putting like a nickel on it tonight. It killed us with some crazy numbers. But I love that that he did that, and that's cool. And the fact that he's giving back a little bit, like I said, says a lot about him. And he's helping us out. And we're all about helping others out and getting it done. So hey, I love it.
Yeah, definitely. So you know what that means, man. We got to get to the ice real quick here. Just looking at just let me finish up with the NBAs. You got the Grizzlies at Minnesota tonight, so they should smack it down on Minnesota. They're giving anywhere from 8 to 8.5. You got, you did say that Fridays have been a little volatile in hoop, so guys, be careful.
I tend to go easy with hoop on Friday. I've had a history of bad Fridays with basketball, pro basketball. So I tend to go a lot easier. But, there's a couple of games that, like you said, stand out. And especially right now, there's a couple of teams that caught some losses that are needing a couple of wins, and a couple of teams that are winning that's going to probably, take a break. So just proceed with a little caution tonight, guys. That's all.
Yeah, definitely. Especially if you had a big night last night. Don't be giving it all back. So, all right. So I kind of like his Cleveland play. I think that my boy, when he goes into Indiana, he never takes that lightly, ever. I think you could agree with me on that because Indiana's been pesky for him.
Indiana's just not what they used to be, and I don't know that he's really up for them. I think he's getting the Cavs under that mindset of let's get ready, let's go do what we got to do. But for some reason, I don't like this game. Big game last night against the Clippers. I think they brought a lot of energy. They're on a nice big streak. I don't really love this game it just got that nasty feel to me. Kind of like they don't really want to be there. You know what I'm saying? Which they probably don't. I'm not saying you guys don't do it. I'm just personally, I'm gonna watch this game because I just don't. Something about it stinks.
You know what? Here's the thing I see with it, though, Dream. You got to remember something. My boy loves to be in the public eye, with his obviously because he's talented. But, anytime he's got like a situation like this where they have a 12-game winning streak, wouldn't it be nice to put a little notch in his belt to have one of them, 20, 30-game winning streaks type thing?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, no, I'm not saying I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying I don't like it. I don't know why. I just don't like the game. I don't like it.
Yeah, you don't have to. It's all good. We got Yale tonight, so it's all good.
I'm not playing Yale, by the way.
Don't worry about that. We got Yale popping. All right, we got. Let's see. I think, dude, I'm gonna try to go to the game. I think because wifey's going out on the town tonight. So you know what? I got a free pass to get busy tonight. So maybe I might do a little Yale. We'll see what happens.
Call me.
Come on, you don't want to come? You don't want to come to the Yale game, player? Come on.
No, and they lead a game, and it's like a half a foot of snow outside. It's like 9 below zero here. I'm good with seeing
it's freezing right now, brother. I know. We got NHL's on the ticket, man. We got the St. Louis Blues at the Columbus Blue Jackets. St. Louis Blues are my favorite team right now, by the way, after last night, because they actually didn't even. It was a 3-0 game. It was a stomachache for a minute, but they took a little while to get going. But line, you got money line is minus 161 on them. You can get Columbus at plus 155, under over 5.5. What you looking at here, Dream? You see any hockey that's it looks a little too close for comfort for you? I'm sure these lines aren't thick enough.
Well, I'm not messing with the Blues, and I tend to, I like home teams. And we have at home, we have the Flames, the Jets, the Blue Jackets, the Devils, and the Capitals. None of them really float my boat. I kind of like the Blackhawks a little bit as they're coming off a loss. They might be powerful against the Jets, but I'm not ready to jump out and give out any hockey yet till I can get another. I'm just getting my legs back, so I'm getting a feel for it. We do have a Maple Leaf team that is due a win, but I don't know if it's tonight. I don't think I'm going to jump out that window again. But I'm going to get a, I'm going to get a watch. I don't know if I get something on this hockey, I'll hit you guys up. I might hit up the first lady of the Fake Fam because her NHL is banging. So I might hit her up tonight. But it's Friday, so I might give her a break. I don't love any of these matchups here. And, dude, I made enough last night that I could take the night off.
Good for you, man. And my boy Spotbet hit me up with a photo yesterday. He said he took a parlay. It was like a 9-teamer for all these teams to be no overtime.
Right.
And he hit. It was like it paid like 8-1. So you might want to look at that stuff for the no overtime plays.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And take a look at that. But he said he got that from the show, and he sent that to me. So big ups to him on that. So I think that's pretty much it. Clownman Swag says the Blues are going to win again, in his opinion. But we'll see where that lands, and we'll go from there. So you got anything else? I think we're peeping that under in that Golden State Atlanta game. You know, maybe get it up to like 220 or something like that. Buy it up.
Yep. I like the under in the Golden State Atlanta game.
Yep. All right. And
go ahead.
What else? I'm looking at Yale. I'm not giving it out yet. I will finalize it before the game starts, and we'll go from there. But what else you want?
You know, the Thunder are in a position where they kind of need to win to keep pace to make the playoffs. I don't know if Kevin Durant is back tonight. We might need to take a look at that. I don't know what his situation is, but I will keep an eye on the Thunder game. I like the Thunder as they have their backs up against the walls a bit. We did mention the Grizzlies already. I like the Grizzlies. We don't have a 10 o'clock game tonight, guys, so there's probably not going to be a second half total given out tonight. I do see the Spurs Heat. I doubt if we'll be involved with the second half of that. The Suns Jazz more would fit our pedigree for that particular spot, especially with the Suns coming off that loss last night. They might want to try to take it to the Jazz. So as far as NBA is concerned, though, I think I'm going to keep my eye on that Thunder Pelicans game. Need to find out if Kevin Durant is back. If Kevin Durant is a go, I definitely like the Thunder tonight in this game. I may still like him even if he's not, as the Thunder need to win. I also like the under. I really like that under in that Golden State Hawk game. I really do.
Yeah, that's
the only thing you got to worry about with that game is overtime.
You're right.
That's the only thing you got to worry about.
Yeah, that sucks. You know,
a tight game and end up going into overtime, and then you get smoke showed because it's gonna be close to the number. No matter, I'm sure. I see him putting up at least 198 to 200. I mean, that's a 2-point window. Like, it's a big deal. But I'm saying like 190s, mid 190s to 200 range is probably where it's gonna land for sure. So you're gonna be right there on the edge. But if you get to overtime, you've lost.
Yeah, right. You know what? They should offer something at the books where, like a regulation total.
Hockey does it. I know. You know what? It's a pretty good point. I'm surprised they don't. It'll probably be on the horizon very soon because I noticed a lot of new things happening as far as wagering options are concerned. They're inundating and putting new stuff in every day. So that's great. It'll probably be there in a minute.
Yes, sir. So we are at the 10 o'clock hour.
Dream. One more thing. Yep. I hate not to cut you off. Hey, look at that Celtics-Sixer game. Celtics, do a win. Sixers stink. Celtics stink too, I know. But Celtics, they do play really hard. This is a game that they could win as anybody could beat the Sixers.
I agree with you. I agree with you on that.
I kind of. What's the spread on that? What do you got for a spread on that?
I think it was 7. Let me take a look here.
We
got
Boston got no business giving nobody.
Hold on. We got 7 points. The money line's minus 290 is the best you can get right now with Boston. 194 to 194.5. So money line's not, dude. I got to be honest with you. I'm seeing some seriously good money line value parlay type stuff going on tonight.
Yeah. Listen, if you get involved with the Celtics, do not give 7 points.
No.
I'm sorry. The Dream did not give you that.
Scott Weaver's telling me that the over is getting hammered currently at 75% of the bets with Warriors and Hawks so far.
Oh, that's awesome. So I'm going to go run right to the under.
we're going to fade. We're fading the public tonight, player. That's what we're going to do. Hey, big ups to my man, Profit Playbook, for making us take a look at that. You know what I mean? So definitely go look at that. I do kind of agree with you with the Celtics. I got to be honest with you, man. I may run with that. I'm going to definitely, I'm probably.
Hey, Weave, I want to ask you, how many people you think are up right now really betting the over in the Golden State game?
Sharp money's out there rocking right now, player.
At 10 a.m. on the East Coast and like 7 o'clock on the West Coast. Cats woke up this morning and was like, yo, skip breakfast. We got to get to the book. We got to put in this Golden State wager. I had a dream about it last night.
Yeah, definitely. Sir Mata said he's going to hit us up with some footy action later on, so we'll take a look at that and see what he's got going on.
Hey, guys, if you guys didn't forget, my man Cousin Pete from the Fake Fam gave us Real Madrid over 2.5 goals. It goes off in the morning before the show even kicks off. I believe they'll be in play. So if you guys are in or with it, get down with it, put it in. Don't forget, you might want to put it in now or later on today so you don't forget Real Madrid. I'm going to actually get a piece of that myself. As you know, I'm not any stranger to bet in all types of wagers.
Gonna get my WWE going. I'm telling you.
I won't bet the WWE though.
My package is $1,000, but you
go. No doubt.
$9.99 for the Hatter package. The WWE running wild. If you act now, I'll give it to you for. I'll take $10 off.
Hey, we'll throw it, and as an added incentive, we'll throw in the Crickets package too. Hey, we gotta get out of here. We love you all, man. Big thanks to today's guest today, my man Rick Lopez, Profit Playbook, my man Cloudman Swag, Rich C, Smokey Rodriguez, Crush the Bookie, Damian Dazenberg, we talking to you, brother, tonight. So glad to have you on board. Nicholas J, OJFB, Randy Lockhart, the first lady of the Fake Fam is killing it with her hockey. If you guys got any questions, get over there, Crush the Bookie, and ask them, as they are our sister or brother group. Thanks out there, Marlon's out there, Deeks Picks is out there, Champ, MMA Rainmaker, LVCC, AM Action, Joey Buckets, Wicked Odds, The Kid, Spot Bet, Premier Sports Company, the Queen of Odds, my man Ben, the Tennis Capper, Jay Cass, Irvin, Unit Maker, Ermison, Shane Redenius, Big Splee, We've 808 GTS. We've 808 GTS. Some of the names are always so fun to pronounce, to go through. I always love ripping names to death. Papa Bear is out there. AM Action out there. Papa Smurf is out there. Average Joe Punter, what's up, gang? I haven't hollered at you in a minute. Sydney's out there as well. Haven't hollered at my girl Vegas Girl is out there. Also, my girl Jet. Just to name a few. Frankie Fingers is out there. And hey, guys, I am the Dream. Thank you for all of your support. As always, remember who you're with and make the most of each and every day, because you can't get this time back. Happy Friday, gang.
Sports Betters TV, like you said, man, happy Friday. We are Sports Betters TV and sportsbetterstv.com. Rocking and rolling with all the best lines you can find, man. You know, all our shows are there. All our videos are there. We're having an absolute blast doing what we do 7 days a week. Looking forward to our monumental show tomorrow, kid, for all the top 25 college basketball, all the junkie plays, college hoop for days. Me and Dr. Dan go back and forth with the college hoop like crazy, bro. Last Saturday was an hour and a half, and we didn't even break down half the games, dude. So, you know what? It is what it is, and we look forward to doing that show with you guys tomorrow, and we'll be on Sunday as well, guys. All 178 countries that have seen the biggest show in the world, guys. We got the Profit Playbook, Cover That Spread, Phillies Pick, Steve-O, Lex. What's going on from Canada? I got Odds Hustle, AZ Wildcat 83 from the West Coast. What's up, OJFB? Frank Vinculato, Mario Martinez, thank you for retweeting our stuff all the time, man. We love you to death. My Costa Rica connection. Pounded Sports, Armand De Niro, P for Prez, Spot Bet, Total Sports Edge, and the list goes on and on. Guys, we are Sports Betters TV. We are growing like a fungus and spreading like a virus. Hashtag SBTV Nation. Hashtag biggest show in the world. Guys, we love you to death. Go out and get that money. Let's go. Peace.